Okay, this is take three, and I'm trying to record it with my toddler in the room because that's just the kind of day that this has been, and it seems like that's the kind of topic this is. So, passion is a topic or a word that I kind of roll my eyes at when it comes up because it just feels so overused and shallow, and who even knows what it means other than like a bubbly, energetic person? I mean, what good is passion, anyways? Well, I came across this book called Wired to Create. I was listening to one of the authors, Scott, in a podcast, and I just loved the way he approached things, especially the way that he talked about psychology and creativity. And so I checked out this book, and there are so many practical ideas in it. And there's just a 2-page little section about passion, and the way that they broke it down was really helpful to me. So first of all, I liked their approach from the start, that passion and effort or hard work feed off of each other. But they threw this twist in there that passion can be a double-edged sword, and I was really curious about that idea. So they broke it down into 2 types of passion: obsessive passion and harmonious passion. So harmoniously passionate people, they don't follow their passion. We hear that phrase all the time, follow your passion. But harmoniously passionate people, they're one with their passions. It's like part of who they are. They're not being led around. And when you watch people who follow their passion, sometimes it's one thing one day and one thing the next, and they never get very far. That might not be the case with everybody who follows their passion. But again, I think it's kind of a phrase that, what does it even mean when you start to think about it? It can actually mean something kind of negative. So obsessively passionate people are less motivated by a love of their work. So harmoniously passionate people, they really love their work, and that's what the passion is kind of about. It comes from within them, and they love it. But obsessively passionate people don't necessarily love their work or aren't necessarily motivated by it. They may be highly competitive and in a negative kind of way, not necessarily a constructive way. They experience anxiousness and pressure to outperform other people. They struggle with their self-esteem, and they're motivated by external rewards, maybe money or something like that. And not that money and creativity are wrong together, but when that becomes your motivation, when you don't even love the work, yeah, money. So one way to look at it, if you just want to stick a couple of quick words on it, obsessively passionate people are compelled to create. They feel like they've got to do it, whereas harmoniously passionate people are impelled to create. It wells up from within them, and they love what they do, even if it's difficult at times. So here are 2 roads that we can go down when it comes to passion. I mean, we can try and ignore it altogether, or if it's a real thing, we can embrace it. And it's either going to be the obsessive kind of passion, looking good, becoming famous, beating other people, just struggling for the limelight, and maybe, kind of squandering our true creativity, or the harmonious route, where we're seeking mastery over our creativity. We're always seeking to learn and to grow, and we're fueled by joy and vitality and positive emotions. And I have definitely experienced both obsessive and harmonious passion. In fact, I used to refuse to tell people that I was passionate about photography because that's what every photographer says. I'm passionate about photography. And who cares? When everybody says the same thing, who cares? And so I used to tell people instead that I'm obsessed with photography. I think I heard like one other person say that. And I was like, yeah, that's me. I'm obsessed. And then I really went through a dark phase of anxiousness and depression, and really the obsession was not with photography, and it was not a good thing at all. It was just a desperate obsession to make my photography business work and to provide for my family, and I came out of it, and I am now absolutely positively in a harmonious, passionate what do you call it, connection or whatever with photography. And I mean, it's night and day. It's 2 completely different worlds to live in. So I will link the book in the notes for the video, and it's definitely worth checking out. It's only 10 or 20 bucks or whatever, and it's a great book to read. There is just so much helpful stuff in there.